Hey, my beautiful Leos. This reading is for September 2017 love reading. Okay, so excited. These are some very interesting cards, and I cannot wait to get into the meat and potatoes of this reading. Understand that I read my cards in the upright. I read for positivity. I read for love, joy, and peace. Look, personally, if I am looking at a reading and this reading is way too negative, I will change. Okay, change it. I do not need any negative energy flowing in my life. I believe words do carry spirits, so if I ingest those that negative energy, those negative words, that will kind of manifest, and they'll be in the back of my mind. So what I do is I regurgitate it, I click out, and I find something that is beautiful. I know every day, every month, every year, it's not going to be peaches and cream and just beautiful blossoming rainbows, but we have enough negative stuff in this world, and we do not need to focus on other negative stuff. Okay, so let's get in the meat and the potatoes of this reading. Okay, now here it is. We have the seven of earth, with the earth energy. We talking about our Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. The message on the bottom that we have here is seeds will plant seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. So what this is telling me is you have a relationship, a potential relationship, or you could be I'm getting married. I'm getting married. Or the feeling of being married. Okay. Yeah, a lot of you are married and you are over obsessing over unnecessary things. So it's such a beautiful card. I'm getting military. So some of you all have either military spouse or spouses that have jobs that require them to be away. Unfortunately, sadly, Hurricane Harvey hit Texas, Houston, and a lot of military personnel have been sent over to Houston to help in the relief. So maybe your spouse is being sent to another state, and maybe in the past have been a sense of infidelity or something that make you worry about them going over there. So you're worrying unnecessarily. You know what? It's not even. I don't. I take that back. I'm not hearing unnecessary. I mean, I'm not hearing infidelity. I'm hearing more so you're worried about them being in a sense of danger. You seeing the news, you seeing the flood, you seeing how bad it is. So you worried. But let me tell you something. You all are rooted. This you and your significant other have a foundation, a beautiful foundation. It's just a temporary pause in action. So your loved one may be gone for 2 weeks, maybe gone for 2 months, but know that you have planted beautiful seeds that's blossomed in something gorgeous, and you have no need to worry, okay? Don't worry your pretty little head over it. They will be okay, okay? Don't let your anxiety get the best of you. And I know that's easier said than done, especially if your spouse is going to be away for a while. You're going to worry whether they're eating properly, whether they're getting enough rest, whether they're getting enough exercise. They're going to be okay. They are possibly putting themselves in a way of helping others. Okay. So you just pray or meditate or whatever you believe in. I respect each and every one's religion and religious practices or lack thereof. So you just hope for the best, and believe me, though well planted seeds are gonna blossom, and this distance, possible distance, is gonna only draw you two closer. Okay, so don't have patience. Don't let anxiety get the best of you. This is a good time to recharge. Distance make the heart grow fonder. With that little distance between you two, now y'all can rekindle something that maybe you all wasn't communicating well before. So maybe now that little FaceTime and the text messages and a good morning message and a good night message is exactly what you need, okay? So don't worry, they will be fine. But use this time wisely, okay? Our next card here we have an Ace of Air. Air sign is the Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Oh my God, what? This is a fixed sign. What? These are it's interesting signs, okay? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? The message that we have here is brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation and challenging beginning. Now, let me tell you something about these signs. They are visionaries, humanitarians, okay? Just tell it how it is sometimes, maybe tell it too much. So to have this energy, it's talking about manifesting beautiful new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth in a situation, you know, seeing the truth in it. Okay. Why you over obsessing about them being away and what's gonna happen, whatever, whatever. See the truth of the situation. You know your relationship is solid. Why are you over obsessing? A new challenging beginning. This is something fresh. You can use it as a fresh start. So if things been rocky before, use this separation as a fresh start. It may be a challenge. It may be challenging now, but it's gonna be well worth it, okay? See the truth in a situation. Listen, also I'm hearing, look, this separation may be just what you need. It may work out where you grow closer, or you may separate a little bit. You may separate, but it's just probably what you need to see the truth in the matter and manifest new ideas. Maybe, you two fighting, going back and forth, and not saying that's actually the case, was stunting ideas and inspiration. Use it wisely, okay? Don't be afraid to use that wisely. With that space, sometimes you need a little space to manifest new ideas. Turn that negative, well, what you were seeing as a negative situation into a positive situation. But a lot of times, things that we go through is how we look at it. If you look at it like, oh my God, it's the end of the world, I can't believe it's happening, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to manifest exactly those negative feelings. You're going to manifest it in your relationship, okay? You're ready to move forward. Now, whether it is to leap forward in beauty in a relationship or leap forward to say, look, babe, I'm glad that this happened. I'm glad that, you know, not so much that you had to go away to, to help relief. And no, that's never a good thing. Natural disasters, it devastated so many lives and families. But with this distance, sweetheart, when you come back, we can talk about something. We can talk about what's going on with us. So just because two people separate, that doesn't mean that you all don't love each other anymore. And with that distance, that can probably manifest new feelings while he or she away. They can be like, dang, I miss her. Dang, I miss him. Amazing partner. But look at the situation with honesty. Don't look at it. Open your eyes. Don't close your eyes. Don't look away. You see how this beautiful, beautiful, like Pegasus, turned to the side, but like looking straight at you, like, girl, I can see. I see what's going on here. So don't be afraid to look truth in the eye. We all need to look truth in the eye. Sometimes it's a little painful. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes it is painful to look truth in the eye, but it's always necessary to look truth in the eye. Our next card we have here, because I will talk forever, is the Queen of Air. How beautiful. Look how she's holding that, what that's remind me of? And look, Ace of Air, Queen of Air. Look at that. How she's looking. Look how beautiful that connect. Listen, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. Look, these cards are connected. Whether you see it or not, man. Okay? Um, Now that you got those new ideas, now that you got that new inspiration, now that you're seeing it for what it is, whether it's good or bad, and you don't have to look at it bad. Let me tell you something. If a relationship ended, it does just mean that, look, it didn't work out as a relationship. We could still be friends. You don't have to look at it like it's the end of the world. You could still be friends. But maybe you now just seeing it for what it is. With that separation, that person being away for a little while, I can see that, look, this relationship wasn't serving me any longer. And if something not serving you any longer, It's not getting any better. Don't fool yourself. Move on. You just holding each other back from finding each other's soulmates, if that's the case. But in this case, I do feel like maybe in this relationship, this long-term relationship, you know, that the spark have dwindled. But with the dwindling of it and with the separation, that person being gone for a while, you find your independence. That witty funniness come back. That true personality returns. Yeah, it's gonna be some objective decision making. But you're gonna clear away all the things that don't serve you no more, whether it's the relationship or that negative energy in the relationship. Clear it out, get rid of it. If you're gonna mend this and if you want this to grow, get rid of all that old shit. Forgive them for whatever they did, that whatever they hurt you. Forgive them if that's what you want to do and want to keep manifesting love, enjoying this relationship, and you want this to grow. Forgive them. You're gonna have to get rid of whatever that is. And I don't know why I'm going on this tangent about forgiving them, but some of you all have been going through in this relationship, that spouse, that partner, that Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whether it's Sun, Moon, or Rising, have hurt you. And that separation now is allowing you to reflect and see the truth of the matter. And it's also allowing you to see, is this what I want? Because you can be independent with or without them. You don't necessarily have to have that body, that person laying beside you. Sometimes we feel like we have to have that. You don't have to have it now. You know, you don't have to have that person beside you. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I must have this person beside me. I must have this, you know, I must have that. You don't have to. And then if you love them, you love them. Mend that relationship and keep going. You know, clear out that clutter. You know, this is for, look, beautiful here. Yeah. I'm hearing divorce. And I'm not saying, maybe you are a divorcee. Maybe you are someone who's been divorced. And you carrying that baggage over in this new relationship. And that is a person said, look, they done took this job that required them to leave the state. You know, or leave the area. Because they don't want to lose you, but they just need some time to think. Because you carrying on that stuff from before that you have forgave that other person on into this relationship. But this relationship, you planted some solid seeds, man. Don't have that unnecessary worry that somebody else done you a certain way before. Carry on to this newness, okay? Our next cup, not next cup, I'm sorry. Our next card is the Eight of Water. Excuse me. Whew. My bad. Okay, I'm doing this reading late at night, but I couldn't sleep and it kept being on my mind, so I felt like it was necessary. Maybe Spirit wanted me to give a message um, for my fire signs. The message on the bottom says a desire to move on. Wow. For something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional. So it bring me back to the point that I had before. I'm making before. Maybe you seeing the truth of the matter, and I know I'm getting back to that. I know I'm just wearing that out. And you see that, look, this is not serving me mentally, psychologically, spiritually, emotionally, and it's time for me to move on. You don't have to move over. You don't have to move on in bitterness. It's painful, but this relationship, it didn't have an element of emptiness to it. And so now because you're going through this, maybe for the second time, you are searching for a greater meaning. Maybe you're feeling burnt out or overwhelmed, and you're searching for a greater meaning in life now. Okay, so this reading can go either way. It's how you take the message. I don't know why that's not focusing. Oh, okay, hold on. 1 second. It got a little crazy there. What you doing? Hold on 1 second. That's how I said my camera setup is kind of crazy. Okay. Back to business, okay? So, let's see. Let's see what we got here for the past, present, and future, okay? This is for Leo, September 2017, to bring cards of clarification for the past, present, and the future for love. What have transpired in the past that got them hung up and they can't move forward. Okay? Spirit, tell me what's going on with them now in this situation, this love situation, that's possibly hindering them from truly loving this person that they have in their life. In the future, if they do not change their way of thinking or dealing, how can it affect them, Spirit? How can it affect them? Whether it's positive. We're going to go for the positive. We're not going to go for the negative, okay? First card is a desert. I literally, okay, literally just had this for another fire sign, okay? We got the island solitude, okay? And we got perspective. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing here. Tell you exactly what I'm seeing. So in the past, you went on a vision quest. After that, and I'm keep hearing separation with you fire signs. I don't know what's going on, man. After that separation, it hurt. That separation hurt. But you dug and you did some soul searching. You did that soul searching and you had a vision of beauty. You seen yourself loving someone dearly, and you seen that person loving you dearly and treating you the way that you deserve, giving you that love, that attention that you deserve. Okay. In the past, you did that vision quest, so you got a greater meaning of life. Now, currently, because the island is isolated. Now, either it's isolated in a good way or isolated in a bad way. It's how you look at it. Okay. So, for example, you're stranded on this island and you're using coconuts and rocks to map out help me and send out SOS. That's how you can look at it. Or you can look at it in solitude. To be, and you see how beautiful in the midst of that, because you see in the background, we got dark clouds. But something telling me that you all is taking this time out because now things may not be going quite the way you seen it, quite the way you envision it. And so now you're taking some time because that loved one, remember, that loved one had to go away for a little while. I'm sorry, I'm the point back here, but I remember the card. They had to go away for a little while. And so now you by yourself and it leaving you some time to think. Maybe that loved one, instead of going away for a while for business, maybe they went and go care for a family member. Okay, and now you're here in your thoughts. And in this time, in this moment, you have time to think of yourself, to think of what have happened, think about what you want. Hey, don't leave yourself out. Don't be, and I'm feeling like I'm talking to a lot of Leo women. You have put a lot of TLC into this relationship. It's not the end of the world. You're not a bad person for wanting to sit down and say, hold on, look, okay, this is draining. So let me see, let me really dig deep and see what's going on, okay? It's not the end of the world. And right now, because they're gone, physically, you have that time to do that soul searching. Because sometimes you want to do that solitude, that time alone, but then you have someone laying beside you, someone coming home to you, someone that asks you to clip the clean. And not saying like you're a maid or nothing, but maybe maybe you work home and they work outside of home, so you got to do things at home, and you never quite get that time alone. But now that they are away, taking care of that business, taking care of the family, regardless of what it is, you had this time to really deep reflect in a comfortable place. And when I say in a comfortable place, now you can go home and you can really reflect on what's going on. You have that silence. You can spend that morning, afternoon, and evening, entire day to yourself, unplanned, thinking about, okay, what do I want? What do I want? Okay, this is perfect. In the future, we're talking about perspective. Now that you done seen the vision, you have this time alone to see what you really want. Now you can put everything in perspective. Now when they return, you can say, okay, baby, look, I've been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching, putting a lot of things in perspective. And you know what? I really want to pursue this with you. I want this to be better. I know we can be better. Or you can say, honey, this not working. But you know what? We can still be friends. I think you're an amazing person. And I want you a part of my life. But right now, as far as romantically, it's just not working. And I really believe that person going to be receptive. I don't see them, you know, rejecting you. They may be a little hurt at first, but because, my fire signs are generally very honest, blunt people, they know that this, you didn't just think of this. So this is not something that is coerced by you being in another relationship, because I don't get that vibe. I don't get that you're stepping out. I don't get that you're already looking. I get that you're really focusing on this relationship and you want to do the best by this relationship. Now, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to pull a card, that meditative card, that card that had a little message throughout the month of September. So, Spirit, I'm asking you to bring forth a message that Leo, for the month of September 2017, can feed off of for the rest of the month. Something lovely, something beautiful. And Leo, Sagittarius, my fire sign. Fire. The energy of fire. We talking about our Aries, our Leos, our Sagittarius. Okay. Oh, fire signs. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a message because these cards come with messages. Now, I'm gonna see, can I find the book first? The message that comes through with this card is, you generously model your transformation so that others might be inspired. You put your light atop a hill so it can shine forth, helping others to find their way. You remain aware of shadows and people who have trouble basking in the warm light of a higher awareness. You bless them, but do not dim your own light. Okay? Don't let this while you trying to get yourself together, or you trying to figure out what you want to go, or which way you want to go in this relationship. Don't let that hurt from it dim your light, okay? It's time for you to renew the trust that it's time to renew your trust that you are contributing to a higher good of all in your own unique way. So you remember that saying about you putting things in perspective? Know that the decision that you make and your, for whatever reading, is about love, but it got an element of self-love, more of self-love. And sometimes we think of love reading, we think of getting a clarification on a love that we are experiencing, a loving relationship, that loving partnership. But hey, self-love is love. And when I say love is love, I mean that in every aspect of the phrase. Okay. Loving yourself first, and once you love yourself first and healthily, you can love others, healthy, in a healthy manner. Okay. So love yourself, Leo. That is the message I'm sending off with you. Love yourself. Until next time. Bye.